Is this growing pains? Is this Golden Girls? You don't like that show? Would y'all watch? We just found out that season 6 is actually going to be that show. It's going to be.
So we're gonna have to get that tandem bike again.
Yep.
Good thing I kept it. A good thing it was mine in the first place. Welcome, guys. Those of you who didn't have breakfast with and haven't seen yet in the picture line. Hello, hello.
Afternoon in the back.
Yeah, good afternoon. Standing room. Hi. Welcome back. Who's new? Who's first timer? That's been a good time.
First timers.
Yeah. We see so
Nice.
many familiar faces that we're so happy to see people come after 4.5 seasons and kind of meet new friends. And
Yeah, where you guys been? It's like the first one, you know. Where's have you guys?
Where's the giant faces? Do we have our giant faces?
I just saw your ugly face on the wall of it.
Yeah. That's because your ugly face is over here on this wall. So no one has to look. Yeah?
Nice.
I have one, I sleep with it. And I listen to that song actually. That's my like white noise that you're supposed to go to bed to. I don't actually do that. The which? Durr. Jim Beaver.
All right, well, let's start with. I know we've probably got a lot of questions, and this time we're just gonna. He and I are just gonna hang up here together instead of doing the single. Don't feel bad if you want to ask, just me a question. It's fine.
Don't feel bad when you don't want to ask just him a question. Guys, let me ask you a huge favor right now. If just pretend to like want to hear what he has to say. It means a lot to me, because I have to go to work with him tomorrow, so he cries and I get sad. Oh, see,
He really gets me. He really does. All right, dealer's choice. How about over here?
My question is for Jensen.
Thank you.
See how that works? Do you see how that works?
You told me
Use
to
my lighting.
pretend to hear what he was just saying.
No, and I appreciate it. I really just messed that up, didn't I? Ask him a question, I'll be minding my own business.
Jared's my new lighting guy. That's why I look so bad. Okay.
I was just wondering how you liked your character of Tenant Shiro.
How did I like him?
Yes.
I thought he was an asshole, really. No, I'm just kidding. You know what? It was fun because it was something different, and it was, comedy, which I like to do comedy. I don't get to do it. I guess Dean gets to do some every now and again. Yeah, I like to do stuff that's different. So, what was that?
I like his hairdo.
No, don't. They actually wanted to give me extensions for that hairdo. They wanted to give me a giant mohawk, and my hair grows so fast. I actually get a haircut once a week, and so I just was like, hey guys, by the time we're ready to shoot, it'll be long enough where you can just do what you want. So that's how it worked out.
Did you feel it portrayed yourself a lot, or was it more so something totally different?
You know what? I think every role that I do, there's a little bit of myself there. Thank you. I appreciate the question.
I do too, thank you for
Who's got another question for me?
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is for both of you.
Fair enough. It's better than the last one.
I guess.
When you guys first found out that you were the vessels for Lucifer and Michael, what went through your minds?
You found out Michael before I found out Lucifer, because you found out this episode 1, right? Do y'all know? When did you find out?
Yeah, episode 1 of this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's that guy. Cool.
I was really excited. I thought, really cool.
For me, I was actually excited about it because, for the first 3 or 4 seasons almost, it's always been, the mythology is always centered around Sam, the character of Sam. that he's the he's the chosen one, and he's they got
He's like the
demon
Neo.
blood, and
He's the like Luke Skywalker.
I wouldn't go that far. But and then Dean was kind of like trying to find his, basically keep his brother out of harm's way, and was not directly involved in all of the mythology that was going on. So now that he is directly involved, it just, not that it needed it, but I think it validates Dean's involvement a little bit more.
Dean didn't need his involvement validated.
Well, I'm serious, it is. It's kind of like that, the Luke Skywalker Han Solo thing.
But the great
Han was
thing
just
is-
kind of hanging out, being awesome.
Oh, he was hanging out. One attitude. Obviously the show has always been about Sam and Dean, but I see what you mean about, because usually it was, like for those of you all studying mythology and archetypes and stuff like that, my mother's a teacher, so I kind of grew up with, it's the reluctant hero, like Luke Skywalker, or Neo from the Matrix, that kind of thing. But obviously Supernatural has always found a great balance between Sam episodes, Dean episodes, Sam story, Dean story, but I think it kicked it up a notch for both of us. I loved it. I've had a great time sort of playing Evil Sam, and I know that sometimes y'all say Evil Sam or Good Sam, what do you like better? I like Evil Sam better. But it was cool, yeah. So it was fun. But it was also interesting to play, for me to take it a step further, to talk about actually being able to play Lucifer, because you haven't had a chance to play Michael yet. So to play Lucifer was interesting because then you always hear the devil. The devil is like a vice. It's like greed. The devil's not going to be the guy going like, "Come to my side." He's going to be the guy with the biggest smile.
Now, see, I would have done that.
Do that as Michael, which Lucifer.
No, I'm just going to totally rip off John Travolta.
Like Battlefield Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not Battlefield Earth.
So I loved it. I thought it was a great way to kick up the story. Granted, if you would have told me during the pilot or like during Wendigo, like, oh yeah, you're gonna be Lucifer in like 4.5 years, I'm like, what? Bold. But they keep us guessing. Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hey, I know we don't want it to, but with the possibility of the series coming to an end, how are you going to feel saying goodbye to all this and the cast and the crew?
Well, this doesn't have to stop.
This only stops when y'all want it to stop.
Yeah, that's entirely up to you guys. So.
Never.
And it'll absolutely be, heartbreaking and emotional to. This has been a family for 5 years now. So, granted, I can't seem to get a job outside of Vancouver, so I'm sure I'll probably work with them the next year anyway. No, but yeah, like anything that you go through for a long time. It'll be sad to see it go, but all good things must come to an end, I guess, right?
Because the show will end one way or another. Whether it ends in episode 30 or episode 5, it will end. It'll be tough to say goodbye, but it'll be a good positive. I think it'll be nice to see Supernatural as a whole. Right now, we're all part of sort of this growing beast that is Supernatural, and y'all ask questions and kind of makes us think, and we talk about it during the week, like, oh yeah, like that is an interesting thing to sort of think about and maybe add to the character. And then we kind of are asking y'all questions back, and y'all kind of give us insight into the show that we filmed. So it's a really cool kind of relationship to have with y'all guys, because y'all know so much about the show and the characters. But ultimately it will all end, but then it'll be nice to sort of talk about it, to put it behind us, but also then to be able to have it to talk about, as opposed to right now it's kind of a growing beast. So
basically ask us when it happens.
Yeah.
And we'll sit up here
We'll take you guys
dribbling
for as
and
long as you
sniveling.
want to stick around.
What's that?
We'll take you guys for as long as you guys want to stick around.
Well, thank you.
Hi.
I'm studying theater and film in college, and I was wondering what kind of advice you had for aspiring actors and actresses out there.
Well, you're an aspiring actress. I'll answer the aspiring actor part.
So hard. I've got so many wrong answers right now that you know it's a really tough industry. It's a tough industry for you know, aspiring actors. It's a tough industry for established actors. You know, I would just say that if your heart's really in it and it's really something you want to do, then just keep studying and learn as much as you can about it. Get in front of as many people as you can. You know, it's a game of numbers. It really is. The more time you roll the dice, the better chance you have of hitting something. So just keep after it, is what I would say.
Yeah, and keep your craft first and foremost. You know, it's not about the money you make. It's not about what magazines you're on the cover of or how well your movies do or something like that. It's just about kind of becoming the best actress or actor you can be. And always try to learn. William H. Macy has a great quote. It's like the 4 F's of acting. Show up on friggin' time, know your friggin' lines, hit your friggin' mark, hang your friggin' wardrobe. And it's just kind of the idea that it's not about like, hey, negotiate for this, or hey, like, do this many movies. It's like, hey, enjoy your craft, enjoy the process, and then whether you're making $100 million and you're Will Smith and you're everywhere in the world, or whether you're doing local plays or something, you're still an actress. Being on a TV show doesn't make you an actor. Loving the craft and acting makes you an actor.
As you can see with most television these days.
Right.
Being on television doesn't necessarily make you an actor.
Right. Yeah.
Hi.
I just had a question. Let's say the world was starting to end tomorrow, the apocalypse came. What do you think you as Jared and Jensen, what would your role be? Would you be evil Jared, or would you
I would turtle. I would just kind of like roll up until the loud noises stop.
I would then channel John Travolta, Battlefield Earth.
I'd probably do Travolta Grease. Why not? I'll Grease.
What would actually like he and I do?
try to, save people from the apocalypse as Jensen?
Next question.
I think I'd probably go more like Olivia Newton-John Grease. No, I don't know. If the world's coming to an end, what are you gonna do? You know?
Try and be around your friends and family, I guess. Yeah. I think the hero is when you're there for your friends and your family.
I'd blow stuff up.
Firecrackers. Thanks.
What are you gonna arrest me? The world's coming to an end.
I wouldn't. No. I'd let it slide.
I'd let it slide.
Hi.
I guess that answered her question too. She was like, what?
My name's Ashley. Hello.
I'm Jared.
Ashley.
How do you feel about how Kripke has portrayed the apocalypse this season?
Are you gonna tell him? Is this gonna get outside this room?
No, not at all.
Cameras off.
Kripke. I'll take the first run with that. I think it's pretty rad. I think it's great. I think that like I was saying earlier about Lucifer and Michael, what started as sort of a nice, fun bunch of ghost stories and urban legends and myths that we still go and do. I like that it's become something more, and they've kind of, like Emeril Lagasse, we kick it up a notch. I don't know if he does that, but...
More like Ali G.
Yeah, that was like Ali Lagasse, Emeril G. I love what he's doing. I don't know. I mean, I can sit here in my shoebox. I haven't talked to y'all guys since we started airing episode 1 of season 5. So what are y'all? Thumbs up, thumbs down, yay, boo? Yeah, cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. And if y'all are enjoying it, I mean, we're making our show, but obviously y'all are a gigantic part of it. So we hope that y'all enjoy what's going on too. So I guess we find out right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll just let him answer that one.
If they don't specify,
Just be
to me.
Obvious rhetoric. Hey,
I heard a snort. I heard a snort. Someone snorted. I had to find out who. She's banished.
Hey, nobody.
My name is Dominic, and my question is for Jared.
Thank you, Dominic.
If you ever met up with Castiel and had another confrontation, would you guys fight, or would you guys fight on each other's side?
I think there will always be, that's a great question. I think there will always be something in between Castiel and Sam Winchester. And Castiel has learned, very un-angel-like, but has learned to trust these two humans and trust their intentions, and kind of consider them as friends, which is completely uncouth for an angel and unacceptable. But he's sort of seen us, and he's seen that he believes that what we're doing, we think we're doing for the right reason. But I did start the apocalypse, whether or not I meant to or not. But also, he was, if you remember, the angels were kind of hip to the knowledge that it was going to start the apocalypse, and they sort of let it happen. So I've sort of been a tool for the angels, just like they want Dean now to be a tool for the angels. I didn't know I was being a tool for the angels, but hopefully Castiel and Sam will fight on the same side. But I do have the feeling that we're gonna come to blows and probably not get along. Thanks, Dominic. Cheers, man.
Hi.
Hi. I have a question about what dreams have you guys not accomplished yet outside of your career?
That's a good question.
What dreams have we not yet accomplished?
Yeah.
Oh, many.
It's tough, but dreams.
Biggest one?
That you would really love.
Having children.
Me too. Having kids. Yeah. I mean, family stuff, but I think dreams should always be evolving. You know what I mean? Like, I think you should always be dreaming. And if your dream is to have kids and you have one, it is accomplished. Just like our career, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I still want to do. And for instance, tell a story supernatural. Even though I'm accomplishing it right now, it's still a dream, and it's still something I like to do. But yeah, I think he and I are both, you know, Texas boys, and family's very important. So, fly for both of us. I still want to clip my nails on a regular basis. I always tell myself, hygiene. I told somebody today that I showered, which is good. But I need to do better about the nails thing.
And flying a plane too.
Yes.
I want to fly a plane. And maybe base jump. Have you guys seen these new guys? They're called Birdmen. They've got the neoprene suits with the wings, and they base jump, and they literally like take off across valleys. Wow, sign me up. That's some cool stuff.
Creepy little.
Of course, if I had kids, I would never do it.
But you can throw them off.
Okay, he's not allowed to have any kids.
I was talking about your kids. I was saying
Then he's not allowed to babysit either. Hi.
Hi, gang.
hello.
Thank you both so much for joining us today. As someone with a 26-year-old child who just moved into his own home, I can tell you that having children is the best dream of all, so
Very cool.
go for it.
Very cool.
Yes. Anyway, my question is, we know that Jared has given you, Jensen, a lot of very nice gifts over the past few years. A watch and a camera and a Game Boy is what we've heard about. Can you verify this, or is this just things we've heard?
A watch, yes.
Okay.
He's also given me a very nice watch.
Oh, okay. What else? What other gifts have you guys exchanged? I'm curious.
It's usually birthday gifts.
But I mean, like what birthday gifts? What,
You
Detail.
want like details.
A nice lacy negligee.
A gift certificate to the Sizzler.
I love Sizzler.
It's one of my
Actually,
favorites.
really cool. He and I are both kind of fans of wine. Sort of study wine and how it's made. Yeah, and it's wonderful. And it's just it's like a very interesting, not like, woo, wine, it makes you think, and it kind of makes you appreciate the land it comes from and the tradition and the family that makes it. And there's a cool thing that's made by Skybar that will hold wine fresh for 10 days. So instead of opening a bottle and going like, well, I guess I gotta finish it because otherwise it'll go sour, you can now stick it in and it has an automatic dispenser, and that was from you. Yeah.
It's difficult because like if you want, you know, if here I see a gadget or a gizmo or something that we want, we just get it. And no, seriously, like my parents hate Christmas time because they're like, we don't know what to get you, so here's some socks. And it's, you know, it's not their fault. It's because it's like, you know, if I want to get something, I'll just go out and buy it. So
meanwhile, he's like, yeah, socks.
yeah, good. I've got holes in mine. So you definitely got to get a little creative when buying something for him and myself, I guess, as well. Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, bud?
Hey.
The Eye of the Tiger scene that you guys shot. Was that something that you guys planned on? Or was that pretty end for you guys?
No, totally unplanned, impromptu. He decided to hang me out to dry and see what I did.
We have the scene that made it to the movie, to the TV show, was actually what it was supposed to be. He's supposed to be sitting there, and I was supposed to come up and interrupt him. But our director was Phil Segretia, who's one of our producers, and he's a goof. He loves to, most of the stuff on the gag reel comes from his episodes. He loves to laugh and have a good time. He puts together the gag reels. And so when he was cueing me, I was just like, I'm not gonna walk in, I'm gonna see what he does. So you actually hear something in the background, because I guess Jensen finally figured out that I wasn't gonna take my cue, so he went to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not rehearsed. I mean, if you look at it, you can tell like I'm missing some of the lyrics. Like I'm kind of stumbling my way through a few of the lines, but you know.
It wasn't rehearsed on set. He's probably been singing that since he was 8 years old. That was obviously very choreographed, just never on set.
Yeah, that's my mile 3 song on the treadmill.
I need it. How do you do the leg thing while running?
It's difficult. Takes practice.
Years of practice.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Hi.
Hi guys, I just wanted to ask if you enjoyed your time in Sydney and if you'd come back for another convention, because I missed you guys in Sydney.
Oh. Well, then glad to see you here.
Yeah.
We did. We've both been there a few times on a number of occasions.
Are there more Aussies in here?
Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful city. It's awesome. Yeah, I would definitely go back there.
We love Sydney.
So
Australia.
My hometown.
Well, welcome over here, stateside.
Sorry?
Welcome stateside.
Thank you.
Did you come in for this, or were you here?
I came in for this.
Oh, wow.
How long was that
Just for
trip?
you guys.
That's quite the trip.
Next time we'll have to make it down to you.
Yes, definitely come back.
Well, thank you.
Very cool.
We hope to.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a safe trip home.
I will.
All
Thank
right.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Hello. I would like to know if you think that the phone message line from Lucifer Rising will ever be cleared up, and would you like to see it touched on?
Yes.
Huh?
Y'all know what she's talking about?
No.
Yes.
I don't.
I don't.
Phone message.
The message that was left on Sam's voicemail they changed it was from Dean.
mean one.
The mean one that he said, when I
yeah.
know you're a monster, I'm gonna hunt you.
Right.
They never touched on that so far in season 5 after that.
That's right.
Because it wasn't.
Zachariah doctored it. Your voice.
It wasn't real.
Yeah, but we won't know if
But it was real to me, I
if you
heard.
guys, if Dean discuss it.
Or if we have discussed, if Sam and Dean are going to discuss it, no, because it was in his head.
What?
No, it was literally changed. He changed the voicemail to where it was your voice. So I actually heard it. I was like, what?
Here we go again.
You left me a message saying like, hey Sam, I think I forgive you or something. But then when I listened to it, it was like, Sam, you suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I wasn't like,
Dean didn't actually leave that message.
But Sam thinks he did.
But does he still think that was Dean leaving the message, or does he know that it was a doctored message?
I'd have to ask Sam.
That's the question.
Can you ask Sam? Say the word. Action. Cut.
Yeah, he thinks so. Yeah. We should clear that up, man. Thank
I'm
you.
glad we cleared that up, thank you. Because I was, and Dean's not here, so
Action. Cut.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Fair enough.
Hi.
This question is for both of you. The young actors that they've gotten on the show to play the young Sam and Dean have been pretty phenomenal. And I was wondering how much did you guys interact with them to help get them into Sam and Dean, or?
I know it's called. I know with young Sam, he and I worked together a little bit, especially during the after-school special about just like hands with the hair kind of things. It was for Reverse Shot, but he's also a great little actor, and he's become a fan of the show, and so he watches, and he's just picked up on idiosyncrasies. He's like, that's me, man, I better pick it up. So he really, when he comes to act, he comes to play. It was fun to do a scene with him, which I got to do in the panic room. So we worked on it a little bit. I mean, I think there was...
We all did. We all actually got together in my trailer, and like the four of us, and we just all kind of talked it out. And you know, I gave him some of my ideas, and Jared gave him some of his ideas, and then and then they watched the show. They watched a few episodes to get them. Same with Chad Everett. It was the same thing. Like he watched. He watched me, do a few scenes, and we, had a couple of sit-down talks and stuff. So it's always tough as an actor to come in and play a role that is established by another actor. But I think they did a good job. Yeah. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Jensen Jared. Thanks for being with us today.
Why Jensen and Jared? Why not Jared and Jensen? Not funny.
It just rolls off the tongue better.
Exactly.
It does.
No, just.
I'm just kidding.
I'm older.